In the world of finance, dark pools have become an important part of trading, especially in the area of stock trading. Dark pools are basically private exchanges. However, these special private exchanges are only accessible to market participants with extremely large wallets, primarily institutional traders. So, without wanting to offend you, you will most likely not be able to place an order there unless you happen to have a few million Apple shares in your pocket. They are therefore used by large trading parties to execute large orders discreetly and efficiently without influencing the market too much. In addition to equity dark pools, there are also other dark pools for bond or options, but these play a rather minor role for us. The special feature of these dark pools is that the limit orders placed are not visible to the public or even to the trading parties at the dark pools. As you know, for us discretionary day traders, the order book is the most important medium for being able to trade our trading style. So there is no such thing as a public standardized order book here. The way dark pools work is based on the principle of anonymity and discretion. If an investor wants to place a large order, they can do so here to minimize the impact on the public market. Instead of placing a large order in the public order book and potentially affecting the price, the order is executed discreetly in the dark pool. You know, as traders, whether large or small, we have two options for putting an order into the market, either market or limit. This is not a problem for us as small private retail traders, but it is quite a challenge for large institutional traders. Let's go back to a similar example to the one in the VWAP video. If I work in a pension fund and my supervisor tells me to buy 100,000 contracts of the S&P 500 future, then I have to approach the matter with caution. If I just type in 100,000 in my software and frantically click on buy at market, I'll probably be out of a job the next day. I would drive up the market so much with these 100,000 contracts that my manager would be very unhappy with me. On the other hand, I can't just put up a limit bid order for 100,000 contracts in the book either, because then everyone would see it and the market would most likely never reach that price. So I have to build up my position gradually over a period of several hours to days or even weeks for larger orders. The less attention I attract and the fewer market participants know about my order, the better prices I will get and the higher my nice bonus will be in the end if I was able to bring this order into the market as cheaply as possible. Dark pools are of course perfect for this. Here I have a trading venue at my disposal where my order is not visible to anyone. The only problem is that, of course, there are no longer any market makers active here who, in case of doubt, simply take on the counterparty to my trade. The purpose of a dark pool, or rather the company behind the dark pool, is of course to bring buyers and sellers together, just like a traditional exchange. So it is also difficult to have the 100,000 contracts processed entirely via a dark pool because the chances of finding a sufficiently large counterparty at exactly my desired price level without any problems are of course extremely low. Furthermore, the example here is perhaps the poor one because dark pools are only available for stocks, bonds, or options, not futures. However, I will definitely try to gradually bring some of my orders to market via dark pools if available for my trading instrument in order to avoid the actual exchange order book as much as possible. They play an important role in the modern trading environment and offer participants a number of advantages. For level of interest, we use the dark pool data and focus on extremely large individual orders or order clusters, which we in turn match with current liquidity in the actual exchange order book. This way, we find very strong resistance and support levels on a daily basis, which we can use for targeted trade entries and for our trade management.